Hello everyone, Cheshire the Cat on the scene with part 22 now of Danganronpa. Coffee sounds great. Coffee does sound great. Coffee sounds like this to me. I had a Highlander grog today and it made me very happy to see it. Alright, so we've got a masked dead body. Logical thing to do would be to take off the mask, right? We need to find out who this actually is, but there's no way to tell with the mask covering their face like that. And the white coat they're wearing makes it impossible to tell anything about the body itself. The victim's a total mystery, but one thing I do know... I'm recovering from a 7-hour car ride, my back is going oof. Is that whoever this is, they tried to attack me last night in my room, but why? How did they wind up dead in here? Their heart isn't beating. They're not breathing. All signs of life have come to a complete stop. Thanks to the knife that's been driven in their stomach, their clothes are stained a bright red. Oh, more like a bubblegum pink, but it appears the bleeding has stopped, but the blood that's there is still wet. Be careful you don't touch it and get some on you. How can you be so calm at a time like this? Who is it? Their face and body are all hidden, so I don't have a clue. I'm pretty sure it's a girl, at least. Huh? How can you tell? Well, think of the outline of her chest and just the general shape of the body. Yeah, the more I look, the more I'm sure it's a girl. Really? Then it could be... Okay, then! Let's just tear the mask clean off!
Come on.
Wait, don't! By the time he called out, it was already too late. Yoko's hand shot toward the mask, and the next instant... there was a blinding light and a deafening roar. The body blew up. It blew up, it blew up, it blew up, it blew up, it blew up! My vision started to darken and I prepared to pass out, but then, hurry up and put out the fire! As my consciousness attempted to float away, that voice reached up and pulled me back down to earth. Someone pressed something into my hands. There was a bucket of water. Come on, dump the water on it. Okay! The upper half of the body was on fire, so I took aim at the water as hard as I could. If that was an electric fire, then thankfully, that was enough to put out the fire. If that was a bomb and an electric fire, that wouldn't have been enough. It died down, leaving behind only the unpleasant smell of burning. I guess that took care of it. What the hell, man? It exploded?
What did you say?
I had a bad feeling about the body, but I never imagined it would explode. Toko, no. And now the body...
What?
It's burned to a crisp! That's beyond well done, man! Well, compared to a steak, I'll never be able to eat steak again. But now that the body's charred, I really have no idea. How are we gonna find out who it was? Who isn't here right now?
What?
If we considered who's not here, that will quickly narrow down who it must be. There's only one person missing. It's Kyoko. Kyoko? Then that dead body is Kyoko? No, that can't be right. Dirt, you're surrounded by dirt, you're in an electrical fire, and you grab water. That's... Calm down. I didn't say it was Kyoko. But I mean, who else? There is one other person.
In other words...
The mastermind. What?
What?
The mastermind?
What the heck?
Come on, there's no way! The mastermind got charbroiled? Get serious! I agree. Normally the idea wouldn't be worth considering. But I have reason to believe it may be true. The mastermind being dead would explain what the other matter, wouldn't it? Monokuma can hardly move around if its master is dead, right? But the corpse is a girl, right? Doesn't make any sense. I mean, remember what Alter Ego said? So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now.
What the heck?
He said the mastermind was some middle-aged dude, right? Which the corpse obviously isn't. Then that could mean the mastermind isn't the headmaster? Is it the teenage girl Kyoko told me about? The ultimate despair?
Huh?
Huh? Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student at Hope's Peak.
What?
What are you talking about? The other day, Kyoko confided in me. She said there was a 16th student here in the school.
What?
I think you better tell us everything you know. Well, all Kyoko told me was...
Mukuro Ikusaba,
Mukuro
the
Ikusaba.
16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
Is the headmaster the mastermind, though?
The one they call the ultimate despair.
I don't want to spoil it, because I think I might actually know who the mastermind is.
Watch out for her.
It sounded like Kyoko thinks Mukuro Ikusaba is the mastermind. Prob nod. I don't think so. No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind. I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt that I'm right.
I see.
There's another student here, and it's a female. That would match the body's characteristics.
So,
And that phrase, the ultimate despair, it sounds super mastermindy, doesn't it? Well, and it sounds familiar.
Could it be?
Okay, so the mastermind is this girl Mukuro, and there's a she's a student here, and she's the ultimate despair. But if she's been hiding here in the school like some teenage Bigfoot, how'd she wind up burned to a crisp?
What the heck?
None of this makes any sense! Just to suddenly show up and then die? I think we better take a closer look at the body. There may be some clues to help us figure out exactly who it is. Hey, wait!
What?
Are we forgetting something? You know, Toko?
What?
Oh yeah, she got totally blown up, huh? Forget about her. I'm sure the explosion vaporized her. Yeah, don't say. I'm just thinking out loud. I know who the mastermind is. Why is that face like my favorite of Toko's? Damn she. Oh, she survived. Oh, she survived. Huh? What happened, Master?
Stop talking.
You declared for the whole world to hear you would never again inhale a single molecule of oxygen. Then I don't mind breathing in carbon dioxide you exhale. That's enough for me to live. It's like seeing the yonder face suffer.
What the heck?
This is the strangest back and forth I've ever seen. Let's figure out what's going on with this. First of all, the knife. Right now I have to focus on the body. Oh, fine. Meh. I should take a close look at the body one more time. Watch yourself, Makoto. She may be dead, but she's still a girl. Don't worry, I don't plan on touching the body all that much. I'm not Kyoko, after all. Hello. Hold on, there's something on the ground here. Oh, you're not even gonna let me... Fine. Something next to the body. It's a key? Is it what Kyoko took from Monokuma? But what did you steal?
So-
I stole this. Key? But looking at it, you could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma, probably the only key of its kind on Earth. That's right. The key she stole was shaped like Monokuma. And this isn't anything like that. It looks more like a flash drive. And this key is...
What?
What is it? Did you find something? Yeah, this was on the ground near the body. I've never seen this key before, so what could it possibly go to? So even you don't know then. Makoto, I'm going to give you a very important task.
I see.
That key might give you access to certain areas we thought were locked.
So in other words...
The biolab, data center, headmaster's room, and dorm rooms on the second floor. It's in your hands. So I'm your errand boy now? Hey Blondie, you don't have any actual money, so why don't you, oh, I don't know, do some actual freaking work. Alright, let's try the biolab first. There's definitely... Okay, let's give it a shot. No entrance through the cave on the garden to the keyhole. Key isn't even close to fitting, which means it doesn't go to this room. By the way it looks, I'm guessing it goes to the data center on the 4th floor. I mean, it looks like a computer science key. Then again, that would make about as much sense as everything else in this game. Oh well. Data lab, data lab, data lab. Bingo. Blue key, blue door. The center's definitely locked before. Let's give it a shot. It fits! Then this is the key to the data center. I managed to unlock the data center. Guess all that running around paid off. I have to go tell everyone else. I immediately head back to the garden. So you're back. How'd it go? I found out which room the key goes to. It's the data center down on the 4th floor. Then we can get to the data center now?
I see.
Interesting. Well, why did the now deceased have that key on them? I suppose we'll just have to go check the data center and find out. Yeah, I think you're right. Here we are. Looks like the door is still unlocked. Hey, so when you open that door, there's not going to be another huge kaboom like before, right? You're asking that question now? Don't worry, we have Makoto. So now I'm your crash dummy? What?
In other words,
It's in your hands. Again? It means I trust you. No, it means you're a coward. That's an absolute lie. I'm just being used. Oh, poor Toko standing farther away than everyone else. She doesn't want to get blown up again. Alright. Eyes and tried to clear my mind. With a silent prayer, I slowly opened the door. Nothing happened. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. In a word, the room was strange. I mean, all rooms up till now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. Here the fear was lurking beneath the surface. Hey Cheshire, how are we doing? Doing well, Jace. Happy to see you again. May I trouble for a shout out for Jace? Well, we're here. I'm in the middle of chapter 5 now. I set up the schedule so that I'd be streaming this today and again on Thursday. But if I beat it today, then I'll schedule something else for Thursday. The room was filled with that kind of dread. What? Hey, that's... He extended a trembling hand and pointed. Look at all the monitors on the wall. Look what they're showing. Each monitor displayed a different section of the school. The dorms, the classrooms, every part of the school was covered. This is...
what?
It's the direct feed from every single surveillance camera. Yeah. And also you might be able to finish it today, not gonna lie. You could play the second one already. I'm gonna hold off and have the second one, for those that are new, I have titles voted for in the Discord, right here, for what series to play next. If I end up beating it today, then I'll turn tomorrow into a variety stream and kick off the new month. For those on the YouTube, sorry that you keep having to hear my advertisements. Which, that also reminds me, I should probably do the YouTube as well. Alright. All the cameras in the school feed back into this room. And they're displayed here on these monitors.
So that's it.
So the sole purpose of this room is to watch us. To watch us? Does that really surprise you? There have been security cameras everywhere. Why is that now surprising you? Then this room is...
It's all clear now.
the Mastermind's private room, without a doubt. Cool, already joined both. Awesome! I think right now the current lead is either Spyro or the Evil Within. Snack. See you snacking. Yeah, you gonna share them snacks? You gonna share? What you munching on? The Mastermind's room. I guess that makes sense. So the Mastermind was here. Watching us. You can get them, sure. And I think that settles it. Huh? The body in the garden? If they had the key to this room, it can only mean one thing. That was the body of Mukuro Ikusaba, and she was the Mastermind. And the Mastermind is dead? Like, really, really dead? It would seem so. For serious? Too bad they had to go and die before Master could kill them himself. Mastermind is dead? Could that really be true? Does that mean it's all over? No, that feels too easy. 'Cause I mean, that body... Whatever happened, they obviously didn't die a natural death. So who was it that... But if the Mastermind's really dead, that means we can finally get out of this hellhole!
How about that?
We gotta hurry up and find the exit! Come on!
That's enough.
No, we have to check this area thoroughly first. Huh? What about the exit? If the Mastermind truly is dead, we can leave whenever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the Mastermind set up this life or death game in the first place. And I'm bothered by the fact the Mastermind was obviously murdered. Murdered? So you think so? So you think so too, huh?
Naturally.
The state of the corpse makes it plain as day. There is absolutely no doubt. The Mastermind was murdered.
But
Why's it gotta be that way? Who could have even done it?
Such ignorance.
That's exactly why I said we need to investigate the purpose and identity of the Mastermind.
I'm telling you.
Now do you understand, you useless insect? You're banned from talking to Master ever again! The Mastermind's purpose and why they were killed. This room may very well hold the answer to those questions. After all, the Mastermind must have spent who knows how much time here. Okay then, let's begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the Mastermind. Some kind of... There's a bunch of computers lined up. They all look like high-performance PCs, nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. They're all on, but they seem to be locked. So what? We can't do anything? Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in? What century are you from? Mastermind must have been using it to monitor the network. And Alter Ego... You may well be right about that.
What?
But there's no point in thinking about it now. You're right. What about the weird door in the back? This door's kind of creepy. It's got a picture of Monokuma on it. What could be inside? No luck. The door's locked, huh? What if you use that key to open this room? Let's give it a try, just in case. Hey, Minbron! Nope. No good. It won't even fit in the keyhole. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. The Mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us. You know, I wonder that. Yeah, I guess you're right. I can't stop thinking about that door with Monokuma's picture on it. But worrying about it isn't gonna do me any good. Hina's right. The Mastermind's gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. I doubt that. How you doing today, though, Minbro? Hello? What's over here? Angle that a little better. There's nothing showing up on this one. Huh? Hey, look, next to that TV! Isn't that a TV antenna?
how about that?
It is! Just like the one my grandma uses! It's totally one of those high-def antennas! Wait, so if we hook up that antenna, we could watch TV? Did someone say TV?
You know?
Well, Saturday morning Hina's here! Are you talking about me?
Okay.
Anyway, if we can watch TV, let's do it. Come on. And how are you? I am well.
No?
Ah, you're all starved for info on the outside world, huh? Alright, let me work my magic, and you'll be quantum leaping your way to TV land before you know it. I mean, I get the reference, but What's he talking about? There's also a little DVD player. No, that's it, huh?
Okay.
You know?
Just give me some time, okay? Gotta make sure we can drive a spaceship Earth safely. These commands make me think you might like snakes. I do. I like food. I also love cooking. Hello, what's this? There's really a ridiculous number of monitors here. And the mastermind's been using them all to spy on us. As long as I have this. Huh? Look at Master go. It's like a feast for my eyes. How much is a monthly membership?
You know?
Oh! Oh! What's wrong?
It's for all you Saturday morning kiddies out there. Think I got the TV working.
Really?
All I gotta do is switch it on.
I believe she has bookers.
What?
Then do it.
Friggin' idiot mastermind. All you guys need to cut free from the regret. All you guys need to cut free from the regrets of the outside world.
What the heck?
And they were here sitting watching TV the whole time. You really thought they could get away with it?
Huh? Huh? This is... It's the feed coming from the surveillance camera monitoring this room, isn't it?
What the heck?
Huh? That's weird.
Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
That's really weird.
You're weird. Weird in every possible and not just weird, super weird.
But this TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. So how is it showing the camera feed?
Well,
Did you try changing the channel?
Oh, good idea. Let's give that a try.
I went through the channel one by one. But on every channel, it was just us. It was a live feed of us standing there in the data center.
What the heck?
What the heck?
Is it broken or something?
Could it be?
No, there must be some kind of trick to it. Some weird setup.
A trick? What kind of a trick?
Actually.
I'm not sure, but...
Huh? Huh?
Oh,
What?
What?
Been a while, you friggin' bastards!
Monokuma? How? You're supposed to be dead.
Me? Dead? Don't be so freaking stupid!
hey, you're acting kind of strange. Something seems different.
Of course!
Of course I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already.
Not even. It's been like half a day at most.
How are you alive again?
Oh yeah, that's it!
The look on your faces right now is sublime.
That's what I wanted to see. The moment you went from hope to despair.
Don't tell me you pretend to be dead all for this moment.
Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. I mean, that's totally laughable. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh now.
well now.
And that's that. Well, it's almost time to cut off your past so full of hope and begin to despair at the future ahead of you. I want you all to have way more fun in this killing game.
Can't be serious. We have to keep going? No!
We were supposed to get out of here.
Get out of here? Are you still obsessed with getting out of here? How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides, this life isn't all bad, you know? I mean, there's stuff you won't like about life no matter where you are.
Are you serious? This place is the worst. You know, I'm starting to wonder that.
If it's the worst, does that mean you're in despair?
Well now.
Whew, I'm pooped from all that laughing. I guess I'll just get to the point now.
The point?
Hey,
You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed. That TV is an essential part of your school life here.
What?
I knew it was hiding a secret of some kind.
What the heck?
But I connected the antenna, so why is it just showing us the surveillance feed?
Look at how attentive they are now. Well then, I'm gonna let you in on a blood-gushing secret and tell you all about it. The TV is absolutely, without a doubt, displaying the signal coming in on the antenna.
Huh? What does that mean? We're being live broadcasted?
It's displaying the signal, but it's just us standing here.
Unbelievable.
Ah, you're so stupid. Don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you.
Chills.
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV.
What?
Extreme.
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV.
Doesn't matter how many times he says it, I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not sure I'd understand the deeper meaning. Broadcast live to the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this? It can't be. Have they taken over the airwaves somehow?
The camera feed is being broadcast? No way! That's impossible!
That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system. You know that? All you need is one weird trick that I found, and hijacking the airwaves is easy mode.
Are you being serious right now?
Of course.
I heard it kind of creaking, but the sound was coming from my own mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean, my mind began to creak and groan.
Hey.
Everything has a meaning, you know. All of those hints I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries, even me luring you here right now. Why would I do any of that without a reason? It was all for my captive audience, to show them true despair like they'd never seen it before. I became the director of a despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show, the best in despair entertainment.
What are you saying?
You're lying. If this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy.
Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't have tried to come and rescue us.
Actually.
What if they already did?
Huh?
Yes, indeed.
But then again, it's not really none of their business, right? Sure, some people might yell at their TV to try and warn you, but who would actually come here to help? Don't you think that's possible? I don't really personally know, so whatever.
This can't be.
But to take control of all communications like that, you need an astronomical amount of resources.
Yep, so how could things have come this far? Well, that's a secret. There's something you all need to do first, remember?
What?
Of course.
Yeah, duh, there's a little business of...
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
So we're turned into a reality show. Huh? Last trial? Do you mean...
I'll leave the next modicum of file right here. Everyone, give it all you've got, okay?
Heart-pounding excitement.
Okay, things are getting pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a ride.
Can't wait. I can't wait.
And then, he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible, the truth hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. I couldn't think. It took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright.
I don't understand any of this. What's despair entertainment, and how is he still alive?
I'm sick of this.
I thought that finally we could get out of here. And plus, what did he say about a class trial?
Stop talking.
Well, that part's obvious. The class trial is the class trial. Which means is that at this point, we have to figure out who the culprit is. And figure out who killed Kyoko. What?
What the heck?
What are you talking about? I thought Mukuro Ikusaba was the one who died.
The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. And if Monokuma's still alive and active, that means the mastermind, Mukuro Ikusaba, isn't dead. So naturally, that body can't belong to her, so it must be Kyoko. There is no other possibility. The body is Kyoko's? Kyoko doesn't wear red nail polish, though. Kyoko's been murdered? No! It's not possible! Because I don't know anything about her yet. don't even know who she really is. To have it end like this... I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it. Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself? Anyway, we'd better begin.
But...
Have a class trial. Then that means the killer... Correct. It must be someone participating in our school life.
Wait, so you're saying one of us killed Kyoko?
Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no.
Huh?
Huh?
You just said...
Stop talking.
I don't have time to explain now. There is a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. So I'm gonna begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. That is how the game works, after all. He's getting really into this. Like, even for him. Well, I better start by checking out that Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. The unidentified body, could it really be Kyoko? Or... I have no choice, I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened or we're all dead. I need to get back to the scene of the crime. Back to the garden. Hold on, multiple wounds that were several days old? I need to check everywhere. That may be important from one end to another. I need to know what I always do. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this... It must be the knife that's stuck in the body before it exploded. Of course, the explosion must have thrown it over here. Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body from front to back. Does that mean the knife was what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife... It looks really familiar. Wait, is this... That's it! The knife that person was holding! This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask was attacked me last night. They were holding that knife. And that same knife was used to stab the same masked attacker we found here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because... When they attacked, I was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife. And maybe then I... And if this really is Kyoko, it'd mean Kyoko is the one that attacked me. But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way! These look like fragments of something. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like this before. But where? Wait, was it there? I'll have to double check that later. Fragments near the dead body. Yeah, I think that's part of the bomb. I'll check the body more thoroughly. Maybe I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. It seems like they'd get in the way of normal activity. Come to think of it, I only know one other person that wore stuff like that. There's also something on the back of her right hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burned, so I can't make out the whole thing, but it looks like a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before. Tattoo on the right hand has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. That's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on that part of the fire, the top half, the bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? And there's holes all over. The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. But there's only one little piece left. Hold on, then why would there be tears down here? The body didn't get wet at all. The body blew up, the half got set on fire, so I don't... Yeah. Nothing strange about that. Right? I'm more focused on the holes. Hi. Hello there. Step away from the dead body for now. I need to check something in the gym. How are you doing today? Rant avocado, am I reading that right? Oh, that's right, I can't fast travel during this time. Alright, fine, be that way. Why there were some chickens in here? Huh? I count 4 chickens. 4?
Yo!
What's going on, Makoto?
I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here?
Of course, there were precisely 5.
Yeah, right?
What's wrong?
There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short.
Ah!
That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared.
I was down here just before nighttime last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens then. What are we gonna do? Go from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world!
Ringo's burp, but if the code serviced the blast, couldn't they have Hina checked if the body had Kyoko's clothes? True.
Conspiracy!
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world remains unfinished.
Well, not just that, but multiple wounds before the body was injured, or before the body was killed. Could it be related to that case? I feel like I'm getting the wrong information. I have a theory, but I don't want to admit it out loud in case if I'm right. Hello, that's new. Should probably get it. That could be related to the case. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime, but the underside is totally clean and completely dry. On one side of the tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. Say the theory, if you're right, you'll look smart. Wounds mean it fought before it died. No, there was... There was one body that was killed without an announcement. And that was the body of Junko Enoshima at the start of the game. Because she attacked Monokuma and she got impaled by all those spears. That was all the way back in Chapter 1. But the body never got announced. But in Chapter 4, Monokuma said that if a body was discovered by 3 or more people, there would be a proper announcement for it. There never was an announcement for Junko Enoshima when she was killed. And at first I put that... I might be taking a stretch here because everybody was there to see her die. But if not, that would make sense. I came in this chapter, so I have no idea. I'm putting that as a theory that a body got reused and we're having to take that information in. There's something carved into the handle of this pickaxe. Crazy diamond. It's the same thing written on the back of Mondo's coat. This pickaxe is connected to Mondo somehow. It's definitely intriguing, but now's not the time to worry about it. Anything else to investigate? Because if there were multiple wounds on the body before it was discovered dead, with the charred explosion and the stab wound, that wouldn't explain. But if Junko Enoshima was very clearly dead, then how'd they explain the blood wound? The wet blood on the knife? I really hope there aren't any clues hidden in the fertilizer. Yeah. Junko would fit more because of the nails. It doesn't really fit Kyoko to have such fancy ones. That's what made me think it might be... I don't think I've seen everything there is to see here. Monokuma flower, huh? Cheers, does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Anyway, I think that's related to the case, so I think I'll stay away. Alright, It's agony that I can't talk about it. Good timing code, I wanted to talk to you. What'd you want to talk about, pompous rich boy?
So, in other words...
I'd like to hear your alibi. Alibi? I've been with you this whole time!
In other words...
Correct. I'd love to hear where you were the night after nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. Well, why are you asking about that now, and what's nighttime got to do with it? Isn't it obvious? This murder took place after nighttime. How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here.
In other words...
So the murder could only have taken place at some point during nighttime after I left this garden. Okay, how do we know it wasn't you? However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's room to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma, so everyone has an alibi for each other. Better with the death flu. I mean, I played this game already, so I won't spoil it. All I say is that it's a really cool reveal. Also, I'm not a pompous rich boy. Oh, you mean Byakuya? God, I have been, like, so rude to Byakuya with every single opportunity that I've had in this game, and I don't regret any of it. I really want to smack him in the face. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
That's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well. But you never came to the door. So where precisely were you? I'm telling you the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so that's hardly an alibi. I know. So, what now? You seem to be at quite the disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Sick in bed with the death flu. Alright, well, Toko, Aoi. So who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. Listen, Makoto, do you remember how the body looked, before it blew up? If I remember right, he was wearing some kind of a mask and a big white coat. Byakuya seems really happy that we don't have an alibi. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, areas around stained with blood. Yeah, he's been trying to one-up us this entire game. Apparently, the wound stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody. But for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it. It's like the body had been moved.
Okay.
Wow, thanks, that was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. While having to talk about it helped me remember it a lot better too. So thank you, too. Body before the explosion has been added to the truth bullet section of the handbook.
It's 11 o'clock right now.
Okay, and?
Serious.
Well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body.
When the body was found, huh? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock, as usual, as I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. the sprinkler system. Toko went to get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? 9:01. Oh, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock. Why would Byakuya want to know the time? That's right. It had to have been around 9 o'clock.
You know?
And now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's done. It's a pretty small job. When the body was found. Hang on, I want that sprinkler system in my truth bullets too, because they specifically go off at 7:30 a.m. So if the body was killed at some point during the night, the sprinkler system would have gone off, gotten it wet, and washed off some of any like extra blood on the ground or evidence. That's why only the top would be wet. So it wouldn't matter if the blood was actually dry, it would have been rehydrated by the sprinkler system. 7:30 each morning, right? And if the body was here before then, the sprinklers could have gotten it wet. Which means the murder must have taken place sometime last night. I think I've checked everything I need to in this area, but I'm not done yet. There's a lot of other areas I need to check. Specifically the fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? When I first found out about Danganronpa, I really wanted to play it or watch someone play it blindly, but my impatient self couldn't wait till the devs of all the games, so I could never feel fear of seeing my favorite character die. I totally feel that. Like, I watched the anime a while back, but according to my friend who played the games, at this point, the anime and the manga are very different. So, and I'm thoroughly enjoying playing this game. It's been long enough that I just haven't thought about it. I haven't thought about it long enough that this is basically a blind playthrough. Was that also Kyoko that attacked me last night? No, because Kyoko showed up after. If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. Get to her room.
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. I know, but I didn't know there was one. I don't have a choice. I have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. Hey, Byakuya. Hey, Byakuya. If you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later, at the class trial. Oh no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all.
What?
Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see. I am really, really suspicious of Byakuya now.
Goodbye.
Depending on my mood, I may go with you or I may not. Brat! Come back later, huh? Okay, then in the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Makoto! Maybe I should check out that one area. Yeah. Freaking... I'm gonna check the data center on the way down, but I really think I'm supposed to look for the bomb in the gym. Because if it's one of those bombs like the one that's on the Monokuma doll, then that really changes everything. It means the mastermind doesn't want us to know who the body belonged to. Which makes it all the more suspicious. I said the ones all three go to Saul's on, but the system was blocked. Anything on the surveillance? Use them all to spy on us. Apparently this killing game is being broadcast across the world. Peek again. I'd better stop. Yeah, no, that's it. Honestly, I'd only trust Hina with anything at this point. Right? Like, part of me feels like you can trust Hiro because he's an idiot and really just doesn't know what he's doing, nor does he know when to shut up. Toko, I would surprisingly say can be trustworthy, except for the fact that she would obey every single one of Byakuya's ridiculous orders. Oh, the window got fixed. So, what? The three biggest suspects right now are... are Byakuya, myself, and Kyoko. I really don't think that's Kyoko's body, though. Because if it is, that raises a lot of questions. Oop, wrong way. I want to go in here. Alright, Jace, level with me. Is there a way that I can screw this up? On the floor, but I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
Well, Byakuya and Toko as an accomplice, if anything. You know, I found something, but what is it? It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. A bomb? So where is it? And that bomb went missing. No doubt about that, the fragments I found in the garden. Yeah, they're the fragments of a bomb. Think of all that's left now is Kyoko's room. I should head back to the garden and ask Byakuya. Not really. The game is built in such a way that the only way you could get soft-locked is either by just not playing anymore or repeating the wrong answer over and over. You're doing okay, I think. I just don't want to... I get the feeling that there is some way that I could screw this up. Possibly just because Kyoko isn't here. I'm just gonna go straight to Kyoko's room. Let's see if he's there. Byakuya should be in the middle of his own investigation right now. Once he's done with his search, I'll probably head back to the garden. Really? Makoto! 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 Freaking idiot. Like, oh my god, what is wrong with this kid? Alright, jackass. Do you think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Wait for me! Hurried off on our way to the dorms. Well then, here we go. Byakuya took out the key and slid into the keyhole, and then... And it's open. Looks like it. Thanks. Hello? So this is Kyoko's room. And what do we have here? There's something on a table. It's a woodblock decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. Yeah, because you're rich enough to own your own pool. That doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's certainly
But if
possible.
it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken. Pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. Dojo? I want to see if there's something else in here. Here's her bed. I don't see anything interesting here, as far as the case is concerned. And over here, here's the bathroom. She might have certain articles hanging out to dry. It's better not to look inside. I don't think that matters at this point. Hey, I think it'd be wise to look around a bit more.
It's certainly
It is a key. I think we know it unlocks. Yeah, we talked about that. Alright then, Rich Boy, what do you have to say?
what?
Ooh. Thank you for the follow! Rant Avocado! Thank you very much for the follow! I hope you're enjoying yourself. Want to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing in particular. I just thought we might find some odd kind of clue here. Clue that might help us understand Kyoko. You can't be serious. That's why you made me take my time out of the search to come here? Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Whoop. Thank you for the follow! Brittany Spira. Am I saying that right? Brittany Spira? Welcome to the Lost Woods. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Get comfy and cozy. We're recording Danganronpa for YouTube. Surely you have something more concrete. Something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete. Oh, I know! Earlier, Kyoko gave me something. What is this?
It's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. I found it! What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it. Well,
Interesting.
something has certainly happened, so open it. Okay. Why are you doing it in front of someone else, you idiot? It was a single piece of paper.
What?
That's all that was in there? Looks like it. Under the bed sheets, you dingleberry. Hey everyone, I can get a break from my duty. What's going on? Nice! We're in the 5th chapter of Danganronpa. Did something really be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted the sheets... What is this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Oh. Class number 78, student registry. Who got murked? We don't know. Before we could figure out who it was, the body exploded. But I have a theory that it's not actually someone who got killed during the time period that the file said. I have a theory that it might be Junko Enoshima's body from back in chapter 1. That's like what I'm standing by right now, and I'm standing on that proudly. Like, the more I think about it, the more sense it makes. Mukuro Ikusaba.
I see.
It appears to be Mukuro Ikusaba's profile. Yeah, looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room along with the key. Oh, Nick, your name seems familiar. Nick is from Jan's community. So they've hung around Jan and Teddy.
God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and a... Meh. That's it.
Dude, I'm popular everywhere, it seems. Uh-oh, we got a bot! This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Jan stream, and maybe I've seen you on Pi stream? Hi. Looks like I got someone new to follow. The death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. Enough time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. The name, Mukuro Ikusaba, sex female. The ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she has a military specialist trained in every type of weapon imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. Maybe I'm totally wrong. I'm sure I've seen you around, though. Military reasons. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. Totally wrong. She'd insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped and that she'd received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. The Ultimate Soldier, a mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction and the other's sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. An update on the bot sitch. They now made ones where even if you click the name to band, it'll still give your IP. So love the slash codes. Got it. Yeah, they're reported, right? That's how different this is. And that was how I saw things as just an ordinary person.
I see.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. You recognize it.
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses. Always getting the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of the world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says that Fenrir has already...
Found it.
Wow! I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player, and a bit player is becoming our hero. Ah, it's you.
What?
What have you got in your pretty little hand there? Uh-oh! You found her profile?
So what if we did?
Hey.
Don't freak out on me. I'm not gonna hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I didn't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? Who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous, you know.
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours.
Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself.
Do you, though? Oh? So you're saying that you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course.
Absolutely. I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is, now can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting?
Interesting.
It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey.
When you all first got together in the main hall, way back when, there were 15 people there, right? I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all.
Yeah, we already figured out there's 16 of us. A misunderstanding? Are you saying...
In other words.
That's right, there weren't actually 15 of you.
Yes, indeed.
The total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16.
Then...
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
The 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba. She's part of the school life. So the one making all the regulations is...
Why?
Huh? Did you say something?
Why are you telling us this?
Oh, well, because... like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes, indeed.
Make sense?
Well, now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you.
Revenge?
I want to get back to sneaky Miss Kitty Kitty, so I'm going to share a little secret with you.
Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in and day out all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but She wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see.
What?
Okay, now that's all you get.
On Akuma's account, Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand, the tattoo, then that couldn't be Kyoko. Said there were scars, right? Kyoko wears the gloves to hide the scars, which means those fake nails on the corpse. Now with that evidence, that hand's definitely Junko's. Yeah, it couldn't be... You thinking about Kyoko again? Huh? Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. Byakuya, do me a favor and shut your trap. His trap?
Such ignorance.
God must really have hated you, making you so dull.
Can I punch him?
Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here. Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules to the game. But why would he tell us that, and why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to the case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro's related to the
It's
case.
certainly
Perhaps
possible.
she's the one who killed Kyoko. What if it's the other way around?
What?
That would explain why we'd have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student, she killed someone. That would make her part of the school killing game. Mukuro is the killer? Makers of Danganronpa should make a whole new game to just punch Byakuya. Just rapidly tapping the PS Vita screen, and it's just bang, 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 boom, 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 boom. Danganronpa Special Edition Byakuya behind a Denny's at 3 a.m. She killed Kyoko. Can we punch Toko instead? No. Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind. Phone game Byakuya Punch Out.
It's all clear now.
Mukuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit. What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Freaking get a mod of Punch-Out where Byakuya replaces Glass Joe so you can just beat the crap out of him in the first round. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a
So,
good
in
point.
other words,
Mukuro's giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. It makes more sense, then, to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and then come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it, it definitely does seem possible, but if that's really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if that key and the dojo really
Let's
are connected.
go.
Well, are you coming? Target seems pretty far away. Stop, it's starting to give me a headache. It said number 6. There are wooden lockers here. He uses wood block keys at those like super traditional public bathhouses. Looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of these lockers.
I see.
Makoto, see the locker farthest to the right.
Very strange.
It's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found in the locker, right?
Right.
Well, just try it. Stupid freaking rich boy. I took out the wood block and inserted it into the locker's metal lock, and click. The locker eagerly accepted the key, and it opened. There are arrows here, and it looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Oh, there's something else hidden in the locker. It's a wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what it was used for. Is that a blood stain? I have to go, sorry. I'll be back, I promise. All good.
I see.
If it is, that means it must surely be related to the case. This duct tape is related to the case somehow. How could that possibly be involved? Alright. Another theory in the back of my head. Byakuya has already been known to screw with a case more than once, just in the event of making it more interesting, quote unquote. So, he had the key to Kyoko's room. She wouldn't have been able to get in. How would there have been a key to locker number 6 in Kyoko's room if we just discovered this and she'd seen this room after she gave up her room key? For one. For two... I think that's all the locker has to offer for now. Is something
Very
wrong?
strange.
Very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker room wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps... Byakuya? Forget it. Yeah, how did it get there, Byakuya? You're the one with the key! Come on, we need to continue to the next location. What next location? There's still something we need to look into. We need to do some research on Fenrir. You mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was a part of? How are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in the school would you go to do research on something? The library. Talking about the archive? That's right. That's right, the archive has all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. Why are you railroading me, buddy? I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over there. Byakuya seemed to know that the archive like the back of his hand, so went straight to the shelf in the back. Ah, there we go. He quickly turned with the file in hand.
I see.
I think you've missed a lot of the character development that Byakuya's gone through. Because I've been too busy bullying him. Honestly, he didn't really seem to care about any of us at first, and even now he still doesn't care. But he definitely took a slap to the face in the last case when I proved him wrong with Sakura Ogami. So I think now he's just desperate to be right. Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? How did you make it all the way to high school without ever learning a single word of French? Je ne parle français. Probably we only slander him here. I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever. I'll read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. I know I don't have a camera, and I'm just a picture in the corner, but, do you see which finger I am holding up? It is the one between the index and the ring finger, and it is all for you, blonde-haired pretty boy. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They've been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate that they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they'd acquired. Some, however, believe that was mounting internal tension within the group and they simply imploded.
What?
what is it? This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality, and only reality. These people are part of our world. Their battlefields aren't much different from our lives here. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. And that's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting is definitely not the word I would use. So did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it, the report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right. It is said Fenrir is the wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would have a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? That means Kurika's profile has been updated.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us, organisms, the earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial.
That was oddly specific.
So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later.
Then the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial.
That's right.
It would seem that way. Let's go. I have a really bad feeling about this.
Whoa! Byakuya and Makoto showed up together!
Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. You were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Makoto is ranked high enough for you guys to go off together? Just the two of you? What? Are you jealous?
Hey. Are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
What?
Stop talking and brace yourselves. We'll be here any second. Any second. You could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But just there for 5 full minutes waiting for something weird to happen. Then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be? Maybe he died again?
What should we do? Should we keep waiting here, or?
Or what?
What? Jesus!
Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that?
What? I made you wait? You got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait.
Huh?
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we?
What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you.
Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now.
If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. Boys, we all spun around to look.
Hey,
I'm here, and no rule's been broken. Kyoko! Kyoko, you're still alive!
No! That's a ghost!
Stop talking.
If you want to fight, do it all in the class trial. You need to save some fun for later, right?
What?
But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong?
You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll just be one step ahead of you.
When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko! So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
course I didn't die.
Thank God. I'm so glad you're okay.
Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us.
He's right. Now we have to deal with a ghost.
I told you to stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator.
Master, wait for me.
Good call. Here's what might happen to us if we take too long.
I'd be happy when this trial is over.
One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So,
Correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms.
I can't wait till you finish the series. I will hijack your stream just to talk about the brilliance of the writing and how the sequels relate to this. I'll hire an expert hacker, I promise. Please don't.
The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. And of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then, when did you find out?
So,
Just now. I finished my search and came back down just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first, but I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
however,
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you're on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to.
wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words,
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school.
What?
Just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto,
We can go over all the details when we get through the trial. Okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation.
it would seem...
Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. The class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
Well, if that's all... Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. I am... like... I don't know. There is something weird about this. This time the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure when it comes to preparing for an execution. In that dusty darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated the depth of my eyes, but it wasn't an illuminating light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Let's get on with the show.
And so, the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, and a deadly class trial. You want to save your data? Yes. I'm gonna double save chapter 5, because I have a sinking suspicion. I'm also gonna take this as a chance to take up an intermission. So for the folks on YouTube, I'll see you in the next episode where we begin the 5th class trial. Till then, this is Cheshire the Cat, signing off.